guys.
What's up, guys? Just wanted to make a quick video about what happened the other day in the Rangers-Devils game with PK Subban. As you can see, exactly. So we'll get into what really happened. So if anyone hasn't heard the news, Sammy Blais is out for probably the rest of the season.
Yeah.
They projected him to be out for like 6 to 8 months from what I saw, with a serious knee injury.
ACL.
Yeah, an ACL. So, again, and it doesn't look like anything's going to happen to PK Subban either. It looks like he's going to get away with this as he continues to get away with these kinds of things. And something needs to be done about this because now, you know, and not just Blais, all these players that he's done this to. There's a name of people you could rattle off here. I mean, you can go back to like 2019 when he did it to Jamie Benn on the Dallas Stars. Nothing ended up coming of that, but say it was a dirty hit by him. And that was a hit. And then you're talking about the slew foots that he's done this season alone. In less than 2 months going back to preseason, he's done this infraction 4 times. You know, one was on Reeves. And I swear, when I saw that one on Reeves, I thought his leg was broken. I can't believe he's playing right now. Like, if you go back and look at it in slow-mo, it's hard to watch what happened to Reeves on that. But thank goodness he's okay. Unfortunately, Sammy Blais did not, you know, come out on top on this one. And
He had earlier against the Calgary Flames forward Milan
Lucic.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also then also against Trevor Zegras. Zegras. Anyway, all right. So that was the other. That's the 4 total.
Right.
2 Rangers and then them. And he was fined $5,000 for, not for Reeves, but for Lucic.
Yeah.
$5,000 fine for that, and then a $15,000 fine for Zegras.
Yeah.
And that was and this was on November 3rd. I was reading an article about that, and it was very surprising that it wasn't suspended. They didn't do a suspension because they raised the fine level from $5,000 to $15,000.
If you're a repeat offender, the fine goes up, and so does the suspension.
Yeah, but they didn't do a suspension. And the article I was reading was saying, well, maybe if it happens a 4th time, he'll finally get suspended. This was the 4th time that happened.
I don't think he's I mean, this only happened a couple days ago, so maybe the NHL's still looking into it. From what I've gathered, it doesn't look like there's going to be any repercussions here to Subban. And, you know, I've seen a couple of people talking about, you know, Nolan brought up a good point. He made a short video on this about how he's getting older and he's losing a step in his game. So that's something he does to try to get an edge over players when he has them in the neutral zone, you know, playing defense in his own end. And regardless if that's the case or not, you have to suspend him so he stops doing that. I don't care if it was an accident or not. I understand accidents happen, but this has happened now. I mean, years and years we're going into this now. And Sammy Blais, he's a good player. This is a huge blow to the Rangers not to have him. And he was playing good hockey as well. So, you know, morale in the locker room, good player on the ice. And PK, again, just gets away with this. And like I said, normally, I don't make videos like this. But I disliked PK before this, so it was even more of a fire for you to make this video. But he's a dirty player. The way he conducts himself on the ice isn't great. Even off the ice, he's not great. Yes, I know he donates all these charities and everything. That's fine. You kind of have to do that when you're a player. You know, you kind of do, or else you look bad. He still looks bad when he does that. He's got this baby mindset. He always wants it to be about him. He goes out there, he plays dirty. You know, Montreal, you know, that was his heyday when he played for the Canadiens, actually, which is funny because the Rangers play them tonight. That was his heyday. You know, then Nashville got rid of him. Now here he is on New Jersey, and he continues to make these same dangerous plays. And until something has happened, until they do something, he's going to keep doing it. You know, regardless if it's accidental or not, he's still going to make those plays if he's getting away with them.
Yep. I didn't know much about PK Subban until I just was looking into a lot of stuff today. I know you didn't like him, but I assumed it because he was a Devils player. I didn't realize, you know, with the other teams and everything. And since 2011, he's been considered a dirty player.
Yeah.
And on Montreal, he would fight with his teammate. He had a big going out with one of his teammates and everything.
About that, yeah.
So he has a bad reputation for doing, you know, dirty things for many years now, for 10 years now, at least. And it's ridiculous because even and Nolan made a good video too, even if it was accidental, you know, it seems like it's not because it's happened so many times, but let's say it was, even if it was accidental, it's not safe. It's a safety issue that the NHL needs to look into, and I think they are. But it's a safety issue. To take someone out for a whole season, how can you not feel terrible about that? Like, maybe he does, but something has to be done about it.
Obviously, his intentions wasn't to take anyone out for a whole season, but when you do that play, you know, when you're on the boards, you're expecting to be pinned against the boards. You know, and I know stuff happens, but you're not expecting to have your feet taken out from underneath of you. And, you know, puts the player in an awkward spot. You really can't brace yourself for a fall like that when you don't see it coming. Again, it just, and this may sound biased, obviously, because I'm a Rangers fan, and it happens in Sammy Blais, but it's happened to multiple people in the league for over years. So, I mean, take that with a grain of salt as you will. And I just wanted to get it out there because I was thinking about it for a while, and he's a dirty player. He's a bum. The way he plays shouldn't be allowed in the league. And you can even argue, you know, the Rangers had some player like Sean Avery. Yeah, Sean Avery was a nuisance, but Sean Avery never hurt anybody. He went out there, he got in people's heads, he would mess with people. He would very rarely go out there and injure somebody for a whole fucking season. So there are arguments you can make, well, the Rangers have players like that. Sean Avery was like the last player the Rangers had that did stuff like that, and he never hurt anybody like that. So that's all I got for this one. I just wanted to get it out there.
I just want to say real quick, bottom line, I think is that it's not safe and something needs to be done.
It has to be done, and if it's not, it'll continue.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks again. We'll catch you later for the game. Peace out. Go Rangers.